All right, this is the Kobalt 4-volt max 1/4 inch cordless screwdriver. So we're going to do a test or demo, but first we're going to go over like the specs and features and stuff like that. So also remember to check the link in the description to see where you can pick up the same tool. Might be Amazon, might be directly from Lowe's. I'll see, but I'm going to try to put a link in the description for that, so check that out. Now let's start out here with the most basic functionality. You get your forward button and reverse button. I know that's kind of basic, but I'm just covering everything about this. Now another thing you'll notice, the quad LED. So 4 LEDs on there, really nice light. We'll compare that against another screwdriver in our next video. But anyways, moving on, we got an internal 4-volt battery. It's not removable. And we have USB-C charging. So right here on the back, you have this little thing that opens up here. Little USB-C port right there. So, and it comes with a cable. So USB-C to USB-A, so a regular USB port there. USB-C does not come with a wall adapter, but as long as you have USB ports to plug this into, you can charge it like that. Now, this includes 20 screwdriver bits. So I have one of them right here. Pop that right in. So I'll show you more about this in a bit. Pop that in like that, and there you go. There it is with a screwdriver bit. Now let's take a look at some of the bits that it comes with. So let's see, first of all right, let's start over here. You have Torx. You have a few different sizes of Torx, and you have slotted. So you have your T6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you have 1/8 inch, 9/64, 5/32, 3/16, and 7/32, right? Now, you also have Phillips, so you have pH 0, pH 0, pH 1, 1, 1, and 1, and then you have a square or Robertson socket. You have 2 of those. You have S0, S1, and then you have hex. So you have 5/64 and 3/32. So there those are, and they're open on the bottom, so you can just push on this and then kind of pull it out the top there. Anyways. So it also comes with this magnetic bit holder, or let's see if I can focus on that properly. Yeah, let me see, focus there. There we go. Magnetic bit holder or extender. So you can pop this right out here and add this extender in here. And then you can just quickly swap bits like this. And I'm kind of reaching around the camera here, so it's a little awkward to get the right angle. But yeah, you can just swap bits in a little bit more quickly like that. But if you want them locked in place, this thing locks them in place right like that. So you can pull on it to unlock it and pull that out. So that is the quick release chuck. Also, it's a collet, and I believe a collet is just, it's like a subtype of chuck. So that's what that is on there. And it is 1/4 inch hex, or 6.35 millimeters. Now, yeah, so these are all 1/4 inch hex, right? Fit into a 1/4 inch hex collet. Now, this thing is pretty compact for tight spaces, and it has a nice natural grip. Like, see how it's thinner up here, but it's thicker here? Just the shape they made this in feels really nice in your hand. It's like, I guess I would say ergonomic. I don't want to use the word ergonomic, but it's a really nice fit. And that, like the forward and backward buttons are right in like the exact perfect spot. Really great fit for your hand. Nice natural grip, and obviously it's cordless. Doesn't need to be said, but that's one of the things people search for. If you're searching for a cordless electric screwdriver, this is it. I don't think they even make non-cordless ones, but there you go. It's cordless, compact for tight spaces. Has a LEDs to light up if you're crawling underneath a desk or in a cabinet or whatever dark place you might be. One thing to note about the LED is that when you turn this on, it immediately turns the light on. As soon as you let go, it turns off. So that's different from the ryobi one that we looked at previously in a previous video, and I'm going to compare them coming up in the next video. But yeah, that's one difference. I should save pointing things out like that out for the next video. But yeah, turns off immediately, whereas other screwdrivers, there's a little bit of a delay there. So you'll push the button and it'll stay on for a little bit. So you might push it a little bit to turn it on, shine it just to see where you're actually going. And then when you actually want to start it up, it's still on. So just something to pay attention to. That's what, like one little nuance or whatever of how this thing behaves. And what else? So RPM is supposed to be 280. So 280 rotations per minute, not super fast, but it's what you're gonna get with a, with that little hand screwdriver like this. So what else? Supposed to be 13 inch-pounds of max torque according to the manual. Now that's about in line with what you would expect from a screwdriver like this with a small electric screwdriver. It's I'm not sure what that measurement would be in metric, but yeah, inch-pounds. I'm sure that's frustrating to anybody outside the US, but yeah, 13 inch-pounds max torque. The weight is 0.49 pounds or 0.22 kilograms. So that's the weight. And it has a little, I haven't charged it yet, but it has a little charging light here. So yeah, this light will blink when it's charging. So you plug this in, and when it's charging, it's gonna blink. When it's done charging, it's gonna stop blinking, right? Also, one thing to note, similar to the ryobi screwdriver, you cannot use this when it's plugged in. So you can't connect that cord to an adapter, to an extension cord, and just carry this around using it while it's plugged in. So you can't swap the battery, so you can't have two batteries and charge one while you're using the other, and you cannot use this while it's plugged in. So if you're gonna be using it a lot and you feel like you're gonna run out, you might need two of these or another screwdriver, or you might need another tool like an actual real drill. All right, so now we're going to test it out in action, and this is a good example because it shows it in use in a tight, awkward space. And it also shows us making use of the light on it. And this is also going to show us the torque. All right, so we just unscrewed a couple screws, and we're going to go ahead and screw them back in, and they're not going to go all the way in because we just don't have enough torque on this tool, same as the ryobi. And see, right there, just before the end, it couldn't quite screw in all the way. It just doesn't have enough power. You'd have to actually turn the tool manually. And this one went in all the way. And you can see when it hits the end there, see, I'm going back to this one, can't quite do it. It flashes a little bit and just stops. So that's a limitation, something good to be aware of, and something I kind of wanted to show you. Now from here out, I'm just going to show you it in action in a bunch of different situations. And this is basically going to be the rest of the video. I'm just going to, show you me demoing this, screwing and unscrewing different things. And basically, by the end of the video, we're just going to go over everything, and that's going to be about it. So if you want to keep watching this stuff, you might think maybe it's boring to watch me just screw and unscrew different things, or maybe if you just want to see in action before you buy it or something, or just want to see what it looks like in use, keep on watching. So there you go. Remember to check the link in the description to see where you can pick up this same tool. I'm going to try to put the most appropriate link I can in there. And you might want to check out the related video you should be seeing on the screen any second now. It might be there already, might be showing up in a few seconds. I'm not sure about the timing, but you're going to see a related video. You might want to check that one out. And also remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, because we're covering a lot more great tool content, and we're reviewing and demoing a lot of different tools, so you're not going to want to miss out on those. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon. We're going to be comparing this to a ryobi tool and probably some others, and we're also reviewing a lot of like drills, impact drivers, and like hammer drills, all sorts of like power tools and stuff. If you don't want to miss out on that stuff, if you want it in your feed, just make sure you're subscribed. But that is about it for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on that next video.